You're watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
The heat.
Turn that up.
The danger.
You're busted, pal.
The excitement.
It's beautiful.
Miami Vice on USA tomorrow at 7.
You're about to hear the greatest soft rock collection.
They won't cut us in, we'll cut ourselves in. Believe it. Man, if we can pull this thing off, we're gonna be rich.
Not if. When we pull it off.
Yeah, we can do it.
What I want to know is how they found out.
I don't know. They must have been snooping around.
That parish is a real hothead.
You know, all we need is a backhoe, some pipe, welding torch, a couple of valves, a couple of strong backs.
Yours and mine, Sam.
You know, part of this deal's gotta be night work. You know that.
I can handle night work. It's you who's got the problem there. You're the one that's got Donna.
Yeah, you can eat your heart out, Junior.
Time her just right, we'll make it on the honeymoon grade. You read my mind. Ain't hard.
Yeah, this is Arlie. I got a TA out here on honeymoon grade. Tanker rig down on the canyon floor. I can't really tell anything yet, but you better send an ambulance and go over to the refinery and tell them we're gonna need that big wrecker.
It's a real hill banger.
Well, I got your message.
Who's that with Arlie?
John Hiller.
FBI, isn't he?
Yeah, resident agent.
What do we got?
Got that tanker rig you've been looking for.
Howdy, Donna.
Mr. Hiller, I was beginning to think you'd been transferred.
A lot of miles in this county, Donna. Can't always be where I'd like to be. Now, this is Special Agent Ben Slater, Donna Lowry.
Donna?
How do you do? Can I get you guys a table?
Oh, we're here to meet the sheriff and Arlie. Keep on looking pretty. Howdy, fellas.
Hi.
Ben Slater, Sheriff Bill Sprout,
Sheriff.
Sergeant Harley Seidel.
Hi, Sergeant.
Bill and Arlie are the men who investigated the wreck.
Ah.
As soon as we found out that tanker was the one stolen up in Texas a couple of months ago, the one you put that flyer out about, we gave John here a call.
And I knew Ben would be interested, so I passed the word along to him in El Paso.
El Paso?
Hey, I've been looking into energy fraud around that area. Tell me about the driver of that rig. Did you find him?
Let's say we had found an occupant. A dead occupant.
Name of Millard Gage, Jr. Not the suspect who was seen stealing the rig. The one you had the unlawful flight warrant out on?
Sam Parrish.
Yeah. No sign of him.
You said occupant.
He must have been blown clear of here. When I found him, his fist was still tied around this handle. I figure he must have tried to bail out before he got killed.
The man in the driver's seat would have reached for the handle on his door.
Which says someone else was driving and that someone else survived. Someone like Sam Parrish, maybe?
The way we read it.
We also read it as no accident.
Something to show you. What do these marks look like to you, Ben?
Looks like it was butted several times.
By something heavy with a rubber bumper?
I made a diagram of the skid marks. You can see how they start and stop and then start again. I think it bears out what we've been saying. This rig was rammed off the road.
Now, what do we know about the victim, Millard Gage, Jr.?
You know, Junior is what everybody called him. Local fellow. Lived in his father's spread off Route 18.
Work there?
No, at the refinery.
I'd like a copy of this.
You got it right there.
Junior served his country, his community, and his God. He now rests in peace, Mr. Gage.
You mean he's dead?
I could go to Junior's funeral, but you couldn't.
Yeah, right. I couldn't.
Why not? You two went to Vietnam together. Survived it. Been in touch ever since. Junior's the one who introduced you to me.
I'll owe him for that forever.
And there were 5 mourners there, including me. 5.
Well, that's better now, than
Are you hiding from someone?
everybody's the sheriff, state police, the feds, and I have been ever since I blew in here 2 months ago.
Why?
I stole a truck in Texas.
the one that killed Junior?
Yeah.
You were in it, too? Now I know why we've been meeting in out-of-the-way places like this. Never in town, never a double date.
Well, I always thought that you kind of thought it was romantic.
Yeah, well, if I did, I don't anymore.
Now, I know you told me, but it was your father, wasn't it, who gave you this little red beauty here?
What's your point?
That he could afford it. Big crook that he is. And I'm not talking about before, not his time in prison. I'm talking about right now. His $1 million ripoff. His refinery.
That refinery is a legitimate operation, and it put this town back on the map. My father has nothing to hide.
Is that why after Junior and me made him a straight-out business proposal the other day, he had 2 of his motor pool guys run us off the road? Why don't you ask your old dad about that? And while you're at it, ask him why he wasn't at my buddy's funeral. He killed him.
Have you ever gazed into the stars and wondered, are we really alone? What would you see? Who would you meet if suddenly you could warp your way into a distant galaxy? Well, now you can travel to the furthest corners of the universe with Star Trek, the Collector's Edition, yours exclusively from the CBS Video Library. For just $4.95 for your introductory video cassette. These are the original, uncut, unedited classic TV episodes. Beam aboard now and prepare to explore exotic new planets, meet strange new aliens, do battle with bizarre and twisted characters, and trade wits with cuddly intergalactic life forms. In your first video cassette, The Menagerie Parts 1 and 2, Spock steals control of the Enterprise.
Someone's interfering with my command and my ship, not Spock. That's impossible.
I present myself to you for arrest. The charge is mutiny, Doctor.
Spock is finished. Court-martial disgraced.
You get nearly 2 full hours of spine-tingling entertainment.
Guilty. As charged.
Yours for just $4.95. Then about every 4 to 6 weeks, you'll receive a new video cassette.
It's killing the captain. Shoot it, Doctor, quickly.
Each contains 2 exciting episodes for a 10-day risk-free preview. Keep only the cassettes you want. Return any others. There is no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. So don't miss your chance to join the crew of the most celebrated starship in the galaxy. Call this number now and prepare to probe the universe. With Star Trek, the Collector's Edition, yours for just $4.95. To order your introductory Star Trek, the Collector's Edition video cassette now for just $4.95, have your credit card ready and call this number toll-free. Positively no CODs. Call now.
Encounter the unusual at the Pet Safari in Fielder Square. Our extensive inventory offers something for everyone. Tropical and marine fish, exotic hand-fed birds, reptiles, and much, much more. At the Pet Safari, we even include 1 free vet visit with the sale of any animal, so you'll know your new pet is healthy. For complete pet supplies and daily specials, discover the Pet Safari, now with new owners and new low prices.
From the dawn of each bright morning till each day's end, we're your neighborhood doctor on whom you can depend. We're just like friends and family, we're here to see you through. We're your neighborhood doctor, where nice people are waiting for you.
Our feeling is that it's a lot larger than Junior's suspicious death.
Feeling? Based on what, John?
Well, things we've heard, folks have told us. Not here in Makota, but elsewhere in the county. Knowledgeable people.
Be specific.
Know that more product is coming out of that refinery than can be accounted for by the amount of legitimate crude going in.
Well, that's a neat trick.
I agree.
Could be a laundering operation.
To process stolen or otherwise illegal crude.
Could be a lot of things.
All beyond the resources of a resident agent.
John, now let me get something straight. Are you also suggesting that Junior's death in that rig stolen by Parrish is somehow connected to the refinery operation?
The answer is affirmative. But remember, that's just another one of my hunches.
You've never led us to a dry hole yet, John.
FBI?
My name is Al Gordine. This is Maggie Clinton. Mr. Gage?
What do you want?
We'd like to talk to you about your son, Millard Gage, Jr.
Junior's dead.
Yes, we know that. We're very sorry. If you don't mind, we'd like to ask you a few questions about him.
I do mind.
I told you he's dead.
Mr. Gage, Miss Clinton and I have been out here in the Southwest investigating illegal activity in the energy field. Now, we don't know that this has anything to do with your son's death, but it is something we'd like to look into.
Look into anything you want. Nobody's stopping you.
Do you know if your son was acquainted with a man named Sam Parrish?
I don't know.
Well, did your son ever mention it? Mr. Gage, according to government records, your son and Sam Parrish served together in the same company in Vietnam.
I wouldn't know about that.
Well, you know that your son worked down at the refinery, don't you?
Yep.
We have reason to believe that your son's death was not an accident.
You believe what you want.
Did he ever say anything about his job at the refinery that might shed some light on the accident?
No.
Hi, Joan. Does Dad have anyone in his office?
Oh, just Jerry, but they've got an appointment any moment now.
Sweetheart, what a happy surprise.
Dad? Jerry? Dad, I want to talk to you for a minute.
Oh, we got an FBI fella coming in.
You mean John Hiller, the resident agent?
No, not Hiller.
Washington-based, we think.
Mr. Lowry?
Yeah.
Special Agent Ben Slater here to see you.
Honey, this is business.
I'm interested.
It doesn't concern you.
Well, I've met Mr. Slater. I'll stay.
Have him come on in.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Slater, I'm Dave Lowry.
Mr. Lowry?
This is Jerry Rand, my vice president and chief operating officer.
Mr. Rand?
And I believe you've met my daughter, Donna.
Miss Lowry?
Hello again.
Are you Washington-based, Mr. Slater?
Theoretically, but I'm based wherever my job takes me. And right now, it's here in Makota with you. I'd like to discuss your refinery operation.
what stripper oil is, don't you, Mr. Slater?
I've recently learned. That's crude oil from wells that produce less than 10 barrels a day.
Then you know what happened in '76.
Yeah, the regulations came off.
Right. And the price went through the roof.
It ended up bringing in 4 times the dollar the old oil brought.
And that's when you gentlemen sold and resold old oil at the new stripper prices.
And got caught.
Well, it was $1 million shell game. A lot of people were into it.
At any rate, you were both convicted.
And we served every day of our 30 months. It was a damn sobering experience. Thank you for indulging us. Now, where were we?
You had just mentioned that you were elected mayor last year.
And Mr. Slater was wondering how and why.
Very simple. We filled a need. They could have chosen Jerry here. They chose me. Basically, this was a one-industry town until 10 years ago. Financially, everything in Makota revolved around the Stoner oil refinery.
When the Tex-New-Mex gasoline pipeline was projected.
Correct. It was 700 miles long and a path that cut directly through our town.
The next thing we know, Stoner Oil shut down this refinery. With the pipeline, the refinery wasn't needed anymore, and depression hit Makota.
They didn't give a hoot about all that jobless people who had to pack up and move away. They left this town high and dry.
All they cared about was that 27-inch diameter pipe, cutting through our town like a knife.
Say hello to our new partner, Tex-New-Mex.
Mr. Lowry. Nice to see you, Mr. Slater. Junior? Junior Gage? What the hell should I know about him?
He worked for you.
Well, so do a lot of people.
Well, he had an appointment with you the day he was killed.
He did not.
It's down there in black and white. Junior Gage, Sam Parrish, 11 a.m. They made you a business proposition.
Well, they wants to cancel.
No, I listened to that snow job you laid on that very patient FBI man. You haven't changed. I was hoping you had. Mom was right when she left you. You're a con man and a crook, and you always will be.
You speak to me with respect, young lady. I am your father.
You and Jerry have another scheme going. I just know it. And that's what happened to Junior, isn't it? He knew it, too. And you had him killed. And you would have killed Sam, too.
Donna, you don't know what you're saying.
Killed him.
Phone.
Friends.
Phone.
Friends.
Want to make new friends?
Are you looking to meet some of America's most exciting people?
Call Phone Friends right now and leave a message or just listen in.
Calls are $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute.
Phone.
Friends. Call now.
Get ready for an all-new Sports Illustrated sneak preview.
Well, that one's definitely not for the squeamish.
Oh, yeah, some of those hits, you can hear the bones crack.
Oh, yeah, especially one where the guy flips around like a helicopter, his legs go up in the air. Yeah. Ouch. But I could watch that one 100 times.
Yeah, I was at that game.
You want to know the best part? When they put the mics on the players. You really felt like you were down on the field.
They just saw a sneak preview of an explosive new video cassette offered by Sports Illustrated, the NFL's greatest hits.
I couldn't believe all those incredible catches, you know? Like Dwight Clark, Swan, boom. What a nice catch.
It's 50 minutes of the best of NFL films and more.
I love it. I mean, like, when they compare who's the best player,
yeah.
like, who's the best running back? Jim Brown, OJ, or Peyton. I mean, I've never seen a highlight film that did that.
It was great. I'd buy that tape in a second.
Best of all, you get it free.
Free? You're kidding.
You get the NFL's greatest hits free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. Call this toll-free number and get 25 weeks of America's #1 sports magazine.
We're gonna call now. Come on, let's go. 2 booths.
Quite a show. Lowry and Rand went on, patting themselves on the back. And then they wound up saying that after OPEC, when the small wells became profitable again, they saw a chance to make some money for themselves. Oh, legitimately, they add, by reopening the old Stone Oil refinery, they could provide a place for the small drillers to process their crude. And at the same time, give Makota back its industrial base.
They took a lease option on the refinery, refurbished it, and opened up for business. A year and a half later, they exercised the option and bought the refinery outright.
And now, Makota Refining and the Tex-New-Mex Pipeline Corporation are operating side by side and going strong. Makota Refining does a thriving business. Seemingly, there's market enough for both entities to function successfully. I can't prove it, but I'm telling you, they're into something.
Smelled sweeter? Never. Old man, in memory of Junior, we got ourselves our own refinery.
Not so fast, John. Here's some messages for you.
Thank you, Judy.
Morning, Mr. Slater.
Morning, Judy. Nice.
What?
Oh, the courtesy the sheriff and his people extend you around here.
Oh, yeah, it is. They make it a plus to function together under the same roof.
John.
Yeah.
How difficult would it be to put a couple of our people into that refinery undercover?
That'd be tough, Ben. The employees there are all local. Anybody else that'd stand out?
When I drove on yesterday, I noticed the security guards at the main gate were rent-a-cops.
Yeah, from the Brennan Agency.
That's statewide, isn't it?
I didn't think of that.
Well, if they brought somebody in from out of town?
It'd be perfectly acceptable. What you going for?
You and I were discussing the possibility that Lowry and Rand might be laundering stolen or otherwise illegal crude. And the only way to find out is if we had somebody inside checking and counting every rig that comes and goes.
Just so happens I know the man in charge of the local Brennan Agency.
You think he'd work with us?
I'd bet on it.
Oh, deal. got some hamburgers. I also got us our first 2 customers.
Hey, who?
Oh, Fred Silk down at Roswell and Mike Burko over on the County Line Road.
Great.
Son, there's something I got to tell you. All the time I keep asking myself, why am I doing this? It ain't going to bring Junior back.
No, it ain't, Pop. But it's sure gonna put some food on the table and some money in our pockets.
Lots of times I see myself going into that refinery office and putting a bullet into Lowry and another into Rand.
Pop, that's the wrong kind of revenge. That's the kind of revenge that gets you in the slammer. And the best way is to get fat cat rich. Richard and Lori and Rand put together. And Pop, that's real revenge.
Where are you from? Country Oil. How much? She's full up. Well, Smiley will take care of you. Pump station 3. All right. $40 more barrels of crude. Crutcher Oil.
I think this hat is too tight. I got a headache.
It's his job.
You know, I've got newfound admiration for guys who can hack this routine day in and day out.
Save the admiration for next week. We're on nights.
Now you can own one of the greatest gospel albums ever offered. With only giant hits and legendary stars like Aretha Franklin. Jesus. They're all here in a special TV collection called Rough Side of the Mountain. Watch carefully. You get Al Green's most exciting gospel hit.
For the best used appliances in the Metroplex, smart shoppers visit Bob's Appliance Center.
We're just on our way to talk to you.
Gonna wait?
I don't think so.
Where'd you get this? This was posted at the way station. There are a lot of them around.
Unlawful flight. You people told me you scared him clear out of the state.
We thought we did.
Obviously, the FBI thinks he's still around.
We better find him before the FBI does.
We'll find him.
Well, I'll spare you the sobering figures, but a 2-week survey shows that the amount of gasoline coming out of the refinery is close to 4 times as much as the crude brought in could provide.
They can't have a magic formula.
Are the other end products in proper proportion?
Yeah, they get the correct amount of jet fuel, diesel, furnace oil, lubricant, naphtha, and so on, for the amount of crude they're processing.
But they're still getting 4 times as much gasoline.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well, Nick and Dwayne say they're not bringing any illegal crude. There's no evidence of that.
That's right.
Could they be bringing in illegal gasoline, running it through one end of the plant and out the other?
Well, there's no evidence of that either. Another interesting fact is that only half of the plant is in operation.
But they light the whole thing.
Well, how are they doing it?
I've got it. They're sitting on top of an undiscovered oil field, and they're tapping into it.
You know, I'm about ready to believe that.
Wait a minute. Tapping into an undiscovered oil field.
You're not taking me seriously.
No. No, but I'm taking the word tapping seriously. That's what they've got to be doing. They've got to be tapping.
Gasoline. The Tex-New Mex pipeline.
What else is there?
Time's up. I guess Tex-Mex has contributed enough for today.
Yeah, this is still the easiest way to bring in a well.
Get another 500 gallons for you, Mike.
I could use it. Deliver it tonight before midnight.
Do you see what I see?
I knew we'd find him.
Turn around, we'll nail him on the road.
Attention all units. High-speed vehicle chase on Desert Lake Road. Shots fired.
Unit 2 responding. Code 3, about 3 miles west.
This is Army, Unit 1. I'm a couple miles east of there. I want to try to head them off the lake. 10-4, Unit 1. This is Arley. I got them in sight. They're on the east side of the lake. All units converge. Hold it, boys. Hold it right there. Freeze.
Well, here we are. Tex New Mex.
Yeah. How much do you know about the route of the pipeline?
What do you want to know?
It runs along the western edge, doesn't it?
Right.
Near the refinery?
Mm-hmm.
How near?
Approximately half a mile.
That's not all that far. Would it be feasible to run a pipeline from the refinery and tap into the Tex New Mex main line?
Totally feasible.
The holding capacity of the pipeline is 1 million barrels.
How much do you deliver?
300,000 barrels a day, give or take 5% of 1%.
What does the give or take represent?
150 barrels. That's the allowance for expansion and contraction. Gasoline is elastic.
In terms of gallons, we're talking about what, 6,300 a day over a year's time?
2.3 million gallons.
Oh, it's a very generous allowance. Mr. Niblack, what kind of security do you maintain on your line?
Very little. Almost all 1,800 miles are buried 6 feet underground. What are you really asking?
Is it possible to tap into your pipeline?
Oh, it's possible. Let me answer your next question, Mr. Slater. It hasn't happened. Let me show you something. These are our performance charts. Now here, well, this is a typical day. See this line? Now this is our margin of error line, the 5% of 1%. As you can see, there is very little variation. Now you can go through chart after chart for all 4 years we've been operating and you'll find the same thing. Constancy.
What you're saying is that if someone tapped in tomorrow, siphoned off 150 barrels, you'd know immediately?
Absolutely.
Well, we came here thinking we were going to solve our problem.
Well, we haven't. We're right back where we started.
I keep thinking about that hunch of yours that Junior's death in that rig stolen by Parrish is somehow connected to the refinery operation.
Well, what about it?
Well, I don't know why, but more and more I keep thinking that Parrish is the key. We got to find him. You sure that camper belonged to Junior Gage?
Oh, yeah, that's Junior's all right. He got his name on the plates. Parrish was driving it, but he got away.
We saw that camper parked out by the barn at Miller Gage's ranch.
Parrish and Junior were friends.
It's starting to make sense. You know, Parrish could be staying out at that ranch with Junior's old man.
Well, you've already questioned Mr. Gage, haven't you?
Yeah, he wasn't exactly cooperative.
Well, let's give him another chance. John, why don't you go with the sheriff and see what those two guys have to say?
Will do.
Hey, babe. Thanks for getting here so fast. What's the matter? Mad at me or something? Why the silent treatment?
I don't hear from you for weeks, then I get a call from you at work saying, pick me up now. I'm ditching Junior's wheels. They're hot, I'm hot, and I need a ride.
Yeah, well, I'm real sorry to mess up your schedule.
Look, you messed up my life. What's the difference? Where to, sir?
Pop Gage's ranch. Me and Pop Gage got a little 1-inch refinery that just comes out of the ground.
You have a what going?
A stink.
You mean you have a tap?
Ah, courtesy of Tex, New Mexico, just like your old dad and Jerry ran.
Is that what Junior knew?
Yeah. And we told him. We asked in. I even offered to throw that tanker rig into the deal.
The tanker was stolen.
So's your old man's fortune. And everything it's bought, including this little red beauty you got here.
You know, it's the same thing every time I see you. You cut me up. Should have left you on the corner. What do you want from me?
I want you to hang in and wait.
For what?
Just wait for me till I can get out of this mess.
Why are you doing it?
I don't know. Get rich in a hurry. Maybe I thought you'd like me better.
Why don't you turn yourself in?
But there's one more consideration.
My father.
That's Parrish. It's got to be the law.
Sam, it's no good.
Looks like he's leaving.
Maybe we can change his mind for him.
He's heading your way, Al.
10-4.
Watch it, he's coming your way.
We'll cut him off. He's turning around.
Stay on his tail, Al.
You got him, man.
swing around that. He's going right for you. Sam, he's coming your way.
I got it. I'm gonna take it.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Sam Parrish, got a warrant for your arrest.
That figures. Mr. Gage, we'd like to talk to you, too.
The people you should be talking to are those two goons who work for Laurie and Rand. They killed Junior Gage, and they're trying to do the same thing to me.
Those men are in the sheriff's custody, and we'll get to them later. Right now, we want to talk to you.
I got nothing to say.
Mr. Slater, could I talk to him alone for a minute?
Thank you, Al.
Sam, you gotta cooperate with these people. It could shorten your time. I can't wait forever.
You know what I said about taking somebody with me?
I know.
And this is it. I'll take the key, Lowry.
This is an invasion of my property and my privacy.
Now, you read the warrant, Mr. Lowry. Give him the keys.
Now, this is nothing like that penny ante tap I showed you out at the ranch. This is a money machine. And each day, 7 days a week, 3 hours, these two, Laurie and Rand, dedicated to the big ripoff, they come down here and lock themselves in. And in here, there's a secret connection. A couple one end, over here. And the other end, that goes right in here. You open this valve, you open that valve. And now what they hear and feel is the surge of money flowing from the Tex-New Mex pipeline.
Right into their bank account. Mr. Lowry, when did you and Mr. Rand begin this illegal operation?
I guess there are no more secrets. We started our tap from the very first moment Tex-New Mex sent gasoline through the pipeline.
And that accounts for the fact that their meters record no change when your tap comes in. Well, gentlemen, I'm afraid you're all tapped out. Let's go.
I'm very flattered.
She said.
Stop! Please!
She cried.
Murder.
She wrote.
Say that again.
Murder, She Wrote on USA, weeknights at 8.
Has this ever happened to you? What a mess. How about this? It doesn't wear as well as it tastes. That dress shirt and expensive silk blouse have had it. Or have they? Now there's a way to deal with the most difficult stains quickly, safely, and thoroughly. DD7. DD7 is a super concentrated formula that removes stains but won't harm fabric. Now where's the ink? Even this delicate silk blouse comes incredibly clean. And that's not all. Tar, iodine, blood, rust. DD7 gets rid of them all. Are your window shears dull and gray? A quick soak in diluted DD7 restores them to a like-new white. DD7 is a whiz on carpets, even upholstery. Think of the money you'll save. We've stained these hands with ink, iodine, and car grease. Just watch. DD7 and a little water instantly remove the stain, even from under the fingernails. And there's more. Imagine this is your washing machine. A red sock gets in with the whites. Everything turns pink. Ink from a broken pen, even iodine. A little multi-purpose DD7 in the final rinse, and it's goodbye to all those unwanted stains forever. Order your tube of DD7 today for just $14.95, or we'll double your order for only $5 more. That's 2 tubes for only $19.95. Enough to replace all these expensive cleaners at a fraction of the price. If DD7 doesn't work this quickly and easily for you, simply return the unused portion for a refund. Have your credit card ready and order now.
Call toll-free, 1-800-451-1070. That's 1-800-451-1070. Or send $14.95 for 1 tube, or save $10 by sending $19.95 for 2 tubes, plus $4 shipping to DD7, Box 8990-K, Buffalo Grove, Illinois. That's DD7, Box 8990-K, Buffalo Grove, Illinois.
Miss Lynn, Caroline, now that you've got your own show on USA Network, how does it feel?
I can't believe it. I'm really excited.
In your premiere, we get to see your pom-poms?
That's the Pom Pom Girls, which is a movie on my first show.
Miss Schlitt, rumor has it that you were a troublemaker in school.
That's confidential.
Do you mean like the movie Student Confidential?
That's also a movie on my first show.
So what does America's favorite cable network call this show?
USA Up All Night. Premieres tomorrow at midnight, 11 o'clock Central.
You